So I just want to talk again about auction clearance rates, mostly interstate in Sydney and Melbourne. The reason that I do that is they're just a really good indicator as to what's going on in those market spaces. It's not really that relevant to Brisbane, although our clearance rates are up in Brissy. It's really just a good market indicator. So I just want to pre-frame that before I sort of talk about it. So what they're finding interstate at the moment is thumping auction clearance rates interstate last weekend. It was huge, 81% in Sydney, which is, you know, almost, yeah, well, it's 81%, but there was actually some Sydney suburbs that were over 90%, which is phenomenal in terms of clearance. So what that's showing is, and especially down there, the suburbs that are actually leading the charge there are high to median sale price areas. So if you think about your North Sydney areas, Hornsby, if you're familiar with the Sydney suburbs, the significance here is that the high value properties were actually the hardest hit during the market softening that they experienced in Sydney and Melbourne, and now they're actually leading the charge in terms of improved market conditions. So it's not really what we're seeing here per se at the moment, but I think largely that's due to the fact that there was a lot of people that weren't selling, and we're probably experiencing the same thing up here. They weren't coming to market at the moment, and we are seeing that the sales are down, but there has improved conditions obviously. So we're still seeing those weak sales volumes overall, so we're not getting that full uptake yet. There definitely hasn't been the new surge in listings that we're looking for. We 100% need more stock to come to the market to supplement the demand. Basically the deal is spring is only 3 weeks away. The auction pipeline is showing increases over the next few weeks in those southern states. What we're seeing locally is basically the same thing. We're seeing a surge in buyer activity. We're seeing definitely bigger numbers back at open days on weekends. We're seeing those big numbers come back on the right type of stock and the right property. It doesn't seem to be specific to a price bracket at the moment, just the right price property in the right area. So we're seeing some really big numbers through those openings. So what that's really leading to is we really do need that stock to start coming back to the market. So hopefully that does happen. We'll have to see what happens. I think everyone's sort of hanging out and hoping for some more listings once spring rolls around. And I guess we'll be able to really see the resilience of the market, and it'll be tested at that point in time. We are having a careers night as well. I just sort of let you guys know. It's on the 21st of August at Chermside. If you've ever thought about a career in real estate, it's time to come along. It's just an information night, free of charge. It's at What's So at Chermside. You'll be able to find it on our Facebook pages or some of our sites about the event, but certainly it'll be an amazing night.